On tonight's episode, we talk about Impractical Jokers, the movie.
And news of the pop culture world. Yes.
That.
Let's start with the movie of the week this week. Tonight, actually, we saw Impractical Jokers, the movie. For those who don't know, who are the Impractical Jokers?
The Impractical Jokers are, in their words, a group of 4 lifelong friends who compete to embarrass each other. And their show just consists of scenes of, quote, graphic stupidity, or perhaps I should say graphic stupidity.
Yes, well done.
Thank you.
4 friends that prank each other in the streets of... They are from
Staten Island.
Staten
right?
Island, yes. And they prank each other
Mm-hmm.
on True TV every week. A new episode. They are on air for more than 10 seasons, more than 200 episodes. And to celebrate all that, they released a movie where they prank each other.
And the movie is basically the TV show, like strings of, pranks and things like that, but it's sort of held together with a bigger plot.
Yeah.
Featuring Paula Abdul.
Yes. The one of them, I can't remember if it was Saul or Mur, but one of them, when they were a kid, they were like, had a crush on her.
Oh, it was Sal.
It was Saul, right? Okay. So, and yeah, they use their backstories to tie up the whole thing. They go back to 1994 when they decided to start this crazy, stupid game. And when they met Paul Abdul. And I thought it was a pretty nice job tying up everything. Of course, doing the same as they do on the show, but putting together that story, that goes back in their past and comes all the way to their present.
It was really fun. I felt like it was like watching the TV show.
Yeah. Which is good. If you don't watch it,
good.
you go watch it.
Yeah. No, definitely go see the movie.
It's on air on True TV pretty much the whole day.
It is. Yeah, but for those of us who don't live in hotel rooms or have cable, you can go see it in a movie theater now.
Yes.
What was your favorite prank?
My favorite prank, the cave one was pretty
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
The cave was good.
Yeah.
I liked the.
Did you mention that? Oh, it's like one differential on the movies that they drive across America.
Oh yeah.
Doing pranks. From New York,
from Staten Island all the way down to Miami.
Florida to Miami, yes. And the one with the car.
Yeah.
Was pretty funny too.
Yeah, that was my favorite. So they were pulled over on the side of the road, broken down, and had to convince people to help them, and that was entertaining. Yeah, which I feel like was their point. I feel like the whole idea was to entertain people.
Yeah, the mysterious, what JJ calls it, the box.
The mystery box.
The mystery box. They use the mystery box with Mur. We don't know what the heck he does at night.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Funny movie, and I just am so interested by this group of guys. They managed to successfully stay friends from childhood to adulthood. Not many people can pull that off. And then they turned that friendship into a successful comedy franchise?
Yeah.
Is franchise the right word? Anyway, it's just a remarkable feat, and they're genuinely hilarious people. Yeah. And I like them all.
And they're spending their Impractical Jokers franchise dominion, call it what you want. They not only have the show, now they had the movie, but before that they had cruises. Every year they do a cruise with the whole cast and family and friends, and of course whoever wants to go on a cruise with them.
They tour and do live shows.
Shows. And I heard Saul was trying to do stand-up. I don't know if he went...
Okay. I would watch that.
With it by himself. But Brian Quinn has a podcast, Tell 'em Steve Dave, with Walter can't remember Walter's last name. And Brian, also I can't remember Brian's last name. Two guys from Comic Book Man from AMC.
Oh, right.
Yep. So, yeah, and the show is going strong, and they all have some interesting guests on this movie. Wasn't different. They had Joey Fatone. There was a guest in many of the episodes. Yeah. And a longtime friends of them. The same neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Also, they had Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith, how could I forget? Yeah. Jaden Smith, who has a long-time connection with the show, and with Sal Vulcano's thigh.
Yeah.
So, that's a fun one to figure out.
Mm-hmm. You have to see it. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, and Paul Abdul, of course.
Yes.
So, yeah, fun, entertaining if you want to go for laughs. Yeah. If you like reality.
Just feel better about life.
Of friends pranking each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I love how they know each other so well that they know the limits and of like let's say Q know the limits of Saul, and they say one word and he breaks it. You don't even need to wait. There was one that was with Mur, and I was like, oh, I was here. I was hoping there was a girl or something like that on the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-huh.
And then he broke right there. It's like, okay, I'm out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever wonder if like they actually laugh like that all the time?
What do you mean?
I mean, like if they're like when they're on set or when they're working, when they're developing the jokes, like are they constantly laughing the way they are on screen?
I think so.
I think that'd be exhausting.
No, I think so. At least on the podcast with Q and the other guys, that has nothing to do with the show, but they have really good laughs.
Wow.
Are the craziest things.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Hashtag endorphins.
Yeah, the show is basically shooting what they've been doing forever. Mm-hmm. And it works.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing about it works. I wonder. I was like, they've been on there for so long. They've been cruising. The coasts. They've been doing concerts all throughout the country. Mm-hmm. It's like it's pretty well known.
Yeah, that's something.
They've been on Kimmel not long ago.
Yeah.
It was like, don't people? I don't know.
I feel like with this one, their more successful pranks were. And more either
middle of nowhere
in Washington D.C. on the National Mall full of tourists, or in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Where people are a little further removed, maybe from pop culture.
But that one that they take you to a social media convention.
Yeah, I feel like half of people had to know.
Media people don't know these guys. Come on.
No, some of those people had to know.
Yeah.
But they played along.
Again, when it's time to laugh, they laugh. It's still funny.
Yes.
Especially if you know that there's one scene that they show Q's mom. He didn't know prior, but Q's mom and dad doing a intro of a version of a softcore porn. The plumber. You need some cleaning of your pipes. And especially if you know those people are actually his parents, it makes it even funnier. So. Yeah.
Good times were had by all. Go see the movie.
Yes.
Speaking of movies, Mission Impossible. They're trying to shoot in Italy, right?
Yes, Italy, and the production was shut down because of coronavirus.
Specifically COVID-19.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be the title of the movie. Mission Impossible COVID-19. No, that's not it. They don't have a official title yet.
Could it be that this Mission Impossible will actually be a Mission Impossible?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Will Tom Cruise will be able to run contaminated by the coronavirus?
Oh, I'm sure he will.
But yeah, the virus is out there. So watch out. If you're gonna cough, do the vampire.
Cough into the elbow.
Yeah. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. And wash your hands.
Yeah.
I know this is a pop culture thing, but seriously, the masks are just a placebo, and you really just have to wash your hands.
Yeah. And when you shower, wash your legs. Yeah.
Yep.
I doubt that anyone's gonna get that.
You want to fill us in?
Yeah. Well, it's from a show called You Are the Worst. So yeah, season 3, episode 1. There's a whole discussion about washing legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Got a title.
Colin Trevorrow just announced the starting of shooting with the announcing of the title.
Which is?
Jurassic World Dominion.
Dominion? Interesting.
Yes.
Who has dominion over what?
Well, at the end of the last movie, we saw that big lizards want to get dominion of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt said not long ago on his social media that this does for the Jurassic Jurassic universe, let's call it that, what Infinity War Endgame does for the Marvel universe, get everybody together, and he said that everybody's gonna be there. Jeff Goldblum, Laura Dern, Sam Neill, the kids, everybody that's alive, of course. John Hammond, what's his name? Richard
Attenborough.
Passed away, but everybody else will be on the movie. So
cool beans! I didn't know that.
Yeah, he posted.
And presumably dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay.
Old, new, newest. Who's gonna be the biggest threat in this one? A Megalodontosaurus Blondicus Rexus. Who knows? The never mind. I'm not gonna do this joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet it was a good one.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll wait in suspense for that. How about, speaking of Steven Spielberg Spielberg film franchises that are getting expanded.
That's right. It's a good segue.
Oh,
Spielberg was the one that brought Jurassic Park to the game. Yeah.
Indiana Jones is getting a 5th movie.
Yes. And
I really thought they were done after Crystal Skull.
I surely hope not, because let's try to end it well, and the Crystal Skull was not the best. And
I think Harrison Ford just showed us in Call of the Wild. He still has a lot to.
Oh yeah, no, Harrison Ford. And with good writers, it doesn't matter if he's old or not. Mm-hmm. We could go full on Dark Knight Returns, and he's like old and dark, living somewhere. Like, that's my whip. You want my whip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Indiana Jones 5, no titles yet, and I don't know if they have a script yet. It's like pre-production phase. Okay. But what is definite by now is that Steven Spielberg will not direct. He's probably gonna produce more, but he's not gonna direct. There's rumors that James Mangold from Ford versus Ferrari, from Logan, and some other great things might direct.
With a resume like that makes me a little more optimistic.
310 to Yuma, so he does know how to direct Man of Hats.
And that's the main thing that we're looking for here.
And we don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully it will be something good.
Oh, I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
All right. Now our segue is Lucas, right? Because Lucas is involved with Indiana Jones. So now we're going to go from George Lucas and Indiana Jones.
You know what?
George Lucas and Star Wars.
Lucas never directed, right? Indiana Jones?
I don't think so.
But he wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe Lucasfilm Productions.
Yeah. I doubt Lucas would direct, but there's always a possibility.
There is.
Yeah.
We can hope. We can speculate.
Yeah.
So, Indiana Jones is doing great. Disney has just made some big announcements and released a trailer for Star Wars High Republic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I call Disney's mini version of It's their own mini version of the expanded universe.
They're basically
What
acting...
is the expanded universe?
What is the expanded universe?
Expanded universe was an initiative started with, I don't know, 1977. After Star Wars, people loved the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And back then there was no internet. Media was very different. It's like after watching the movie.
It was a dark time.
Yeah. And before the Jedi. Before the Republic. Is that how it goes?
I think so.
Anyways. But, so before the power of media we have now, you would go watch a movie and enjoy the movie, and at the end of the movie would be most likely the end. You would have no idea, you know, what the suits in Hollywood were discussing, if they would make more, you know, that would take years.
A life without fan theories. A life without...
No, fan theories, no. Fan theories always existed.
But like...
And that's how I want to start the expanded universe. So like after the movie, people would like start writing. It's like, you know, what happened before, right. What happened after, fanfics. Anyways, back in the day, Marvel published comic books about Star Wars that would fill the gaps between episode 4, 5, and 6. Then Dark Horse took over and started publishing comic books. Knights of the Old Republic, like 10,000s of years before episode 4. And books, Timothy Zahn, what's that guy's name? I can't remember the other guy's name. The guy was... Anyways.
Pablo Hidalgo?
No,
because he doesn't write.
The guy that was here on FanX.
I honestly don't remember.
Anyways,
but other prolific Star Wars authors.
I want to say Johnson, but I can't remember.
Sorry.
Yeah, books, comic books, video games, animations.
Sure.
You know, holiday specials. You know, a lot that was written within the Star Wars universe that would give accounts of what filling the gaps, telling stories before, telling stories of after,
telling stories focused on different age groups,
different characters,
or targeted to different age groups,
and different characters, different interesting characters. This whole universe, EU, the expanded universe, cross media, way before we had or studied cross media. We had cross media on Star Wars throughout the books, comic books, and video games. We had stuff that, you know, probably gonna last forever, since Disney incorporated some of that stuff to their new canon, like Thrawn. You know, what's the name of the guys that kills Thrawn in the book? Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, the Nogri.
Yeah, you don't remember his name?
Rook.
Yep. Yeah. And even Pelion, we hear of him on the last episode of Rebels. So yeah, there's the expanded universe, you know. Yeah. There goes.
So it already exists. It's been done. It's been done to exhaustion. It's been done thoroughly and impressively.
Yeah. For instance, stuff like stuff that happened after episode 6, you know, like Luke goes on as a Jedi Master, creates an academy, trains Jedi, meets this red hair. Fights her, she fights him, they get married, have kids. Leia and Han get married, have kids, Jedi and all that, and goes from thousands of years before episode 4, the Battle of Yavin, that was the reference, the referential, and to thousands of years after.
So, huge expanded universe. And then when Disney took over Lucasfilm, they pretty much just said, these are all legends, and they're starting from scratch. Yeah. But they have, like he just said, like they've taken some stuff and brought it back from legends back into canon. And now
officially, they took some characters, and of course they use inspiration of a lot of that from the new characters in the new movies, for instance. So
now with High Republic, they're kind of restarting their own expanded universe?
I mean, 200 years before, it takes place 200 years before
the
Battle of Yavin. And so maybe it was not explored.
Like multimedia thing. Like, there's going to be comic books, stories about smugglers, stories about Jedi, stories about bounty hunters, and all kinds of stuff. So it seems like they're, well, yeah, what you said, a mini expanded universe.
They try to keep it all connected. It's like, there's a what they call general editor, executive editor that gonna oversees everybody. As I say, they're gonna be the puppeteer on these puppets because it's clearly, since we read some of the books that Disney produced since they took over, it's very shy, it's very timid. It's like they don't want to get to the universe too close to the main action because that would spoil secrets. Of course, there are cases and cases. What's his name? The guy from Clone Wars.
Filoni? Yeah,
Dave Filoni. And Jon Favreau, but Filoni before that on Clone Wars and Rebels. Mandalorian. But even before The Mandalorian, he worked with Lucas to develop Clone Wars that lasts forever. By the way, new season of Clone Wars available on Disney. But Clone Wars and Rebels, and he would like get close to the action to the point that the final season of Clone Wars is actually like when episode 3 is happening. Anakin is fighting Obi-Wan and Mustafar, and Ahsoka is fighting Darth Maul on the temple. We saw that on the trailer. There's only maybe 2 episodes released. So there's people like in The Mandalorian too. In Mandalorian is a different case. He's like super distant from the action, but he's doing a terrific job. And on the books they distant from the action, and like in the middle of the book they put a interlude. Han Solo walks into a bar. That's it. And it was like really just so you can say that Han Solo was in your book. It's like, ugh.
I don't know. I haven't been super impressed so far, but the trailer that we saw, and this trailer it's kind of odd to have a trailer for a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't happened yet. But anyway, this trailer that we saw for High Republic, you can find it on the Star Wars Facebook page. It looks interesting and exciting. Some of the stories that they have to tell. Of course,
it is Jedi.
This whole, like Jedi, what do they call it? Say, like the Jedi Knights at the Round Table. I'm here for that. That's exciting. So is it necessary? No, because it's already all been done. Are we going to watch it and read it? Yeah. And we're probably going to enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
I think. A lot of this sounds and looks good. And they've got some good storytellers and some fun, creative people in.
There you have it. Star Wars High of the Republic comes out in August 2020.
Hey, so more Star Wars. Oh no.
That's it for tonight. May the Force be with you.
Peace and long life.
Bye.